In this lab, we are going to investigate the digestion process, but first making the stomach. We used to make the stomach using hydrochloric acid and pepsin. Then we are using sausages, Lifesaver, and tortillas to test it in the stomach. But first, we had to measure the stomach and make sure it was 40 degrees Celsius, and then we put our items in. Then we're going to make a pill coating out of that. In closer detail, we used 40 milliliters of hydrochloric acid and 40 milliliters of pepsin. While the stomach juices got to the right temperature, we prepared all the 4 items by attaching a long string to it. Now we are ready. After the observation and conditions of the items, we are now ready to make our own pill coating. First, we are using these items such as flour and corn syrup to test this subject. First, we added 1.2 grams of olive oil, and then we're adding another 1.2 or about the same amount of flour to make our first experiment of the pill coating. Meanwhile, another student in our group created corn syrup and flour to create another experiment. That way, if one experiment fails, we can always rely on the other one. This is her mixing all these items together, making sure it sticks together and it's not so mushy. This goal was to make sure the item covered the entire bead so it can be used as a pill coating. We also had to make sure that the pill coating wasn't too big and it was actually a reasonable size to be swallowed down like an actual pill. This is all our final items. This is a close-up of the corn syrup and the flour, and then we are finally ready to see if the water is at 40 degrees Celsius, which it wasn't, so we had to take out some water with it. And now we were ready to do our experiment. After we put our test subjects in the stomach juices, we waited to see how long it would last. The amount of time that it was supposed to last to make a pill coating was 20 minutes. So, after about 4 minutes, or 4 to 5 minutes, this is what happened. As we can see, all 3 of the experiments only lasted about 4 minutes and 12 seconds. There was not that much material left in the beads, and we had to redo this experiment because something was off. But of course, one of them did last, but not up to the 20 minutes. So now this is us cleaning up and then ready for the next day of experiment. For this experiment, we used corn flour and olive oil to test if we could really make a pill coating out of it. After a couple minutes, we decided to see if the temperature of the stomach juices was 40 Celsius, and then we had to put it in of our new experiment, and it was working, it was going well, and it was going to last about 20 minutes, and it was progressing very well, and it was getting the results that we needed. Obviously, it disintegrated, but it lasted from 11:16 a.m. to 11:37, which is about 21 minutes, and we designed our own pill coating.